What's going on, AP World? Last video of period 1 for you today. This is on aspects of earlier civilization. So let's get started. All right, architecture and urban planning. So civilizations developed various architecture and aspects of urban planning. One of these is ziggurats, and these were located in Mesopotamia, and they were temples and altars that were placed inside the ziggurats. So this shows the importance of religion. Pyramids were located in Egypt. They were mostly built during the Old Kingdom of Egypt, and they were burial places for pharaohs to prepare for the afterlife. So these pyramids were built to honor pharaohs and help them prepare for life after death. Defensive walls were often built, especially in Sumerian city-states, to protect from invasion. And Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro in the Indus Valley, located in present-day India, they had indoor plumbing and a city sewage system, which was super advanced for its time and even by 17th and 18th century standards. Okay, record-keeping systems developed independently during this time. In Sumer, you have cuneiform, which was written on clay tablets. This is the first known writing system. Markings were placed on clay tablets, which would be hardened by fire. And here is an example of a clay tablet with Sumerian writing on it. And it would keep track of business transactions and taxes in Sumer. This helped lead to scribes, who were record keepers and writers. So we see social class divisions emerging, and those that were literate and able to read and write really elevated themselves in this society. Now, over in Egypt, we have hieroglyphics dating back to as far as 3000 BCE. This is similar to cuneiform, but it's written on papyrus. And here is the Rosetta Stone that was discovered, which helped historians and archaeologists be able to transcribe and understand what hieroglyphics was all about. Hieroglyphics were often found in tombs. Jumping over to legal codes, these developed that demonstrated social hierarchies. You have the Code of Ur-Nammu, found in Sumer. This was created around 2100 BCE. This is the oldest known code of law that survives to today. There are clear consequences for various punishments. An example, if a man commits a murder, that man must be killed. That is similar to the Code of Hammurabi, which you're probably familiar with from Babylonia. And there are 282 written laws. People most often associate an eye for an eye, but it's a little more complex than that. Punishments varied based on social class. So if an upperclassman killed an upperclassman, he would be put to death. But if an upperclassman killed a lower class person, they may only have to pay a fine. So punishments were often based on social class. Religions during this time begin to develop. The Vedic religion, this is going to influence Hinduism, and it originated in present-day northern India from about 1500 BCE to 500 BCE, and there are many gods and a focus on ritual. So this is a polytheistic religion, and this is, as I mentioned, a precursor of Hinduism. Jumping over to Hebrew monotheism. Hebrew monotheists lived in Canaan, which is present-day Israel, Palestine, and Lebanon. It was founded by Abraham, and Hebrew scriptures, or the Old Testament, what's known as, is the book of this, and they adopted monotheism, a belief in one God, and Moses helped lead his people out of Egypt, and he introduced the Ten Commandments, which is a part of the Old Testament and even the Christian Bible. Zoroastrianism is another religion you should be familiar with. It was founded by Zarathustra in Persia, or present-day Iran. And this is a belief in one God. Lesser gods did exist, but they were not worshipped. There also is a belief in heaven and hell, so you could see some influence of this religion. And the Avestas were the texts that were based on Zarathustra's beliefs. Okay, let's focus on interregional exchanges. Mesopotamia, they produced pottery, cloth, and bronze goods, and they would trade with Egypt, and in exchange for those goods they would get gold from Egypt. So we have Mesopotamia over here, and then Egypt located over here. Trade between Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley, located over in present-day India. Mesopotamia would receive pearls, coppers, and ivory from the Indus Valley. Now, trade between Egypt and Nubia to the south. Egypt sought gold, ivory, and cattle from Nubia, and China also traded with other areas of Asia, specifically Southwest Asia, and the Shang dynasty acquired tin, jade, and bronze from areas of Asia. So you see a lot of these civilizations are interacting with each other and exchanging goods. Okay, let's talk about the Bantu migrations. They played a very important role in this time period. So Bantu speakers migrated from West Africa in 3000 BCE. So they originated here and kind of spread all over the rest of southern Africa. Technology helped them travel. They had canoes and iron tools to clear land, which made it easier for them to travel. They tended to live in small villages, and they had matrilineal societies, so they traced their family through their mother's side as opposed to the father's side. Some of these Bantu groups focused on agriculture, some of them focused on pastoralism, so there wasn't one set way of life for the Bantus. This is a great example of cultural diffusion because they spread crops and technology not only to other parts of Africa, but to Southwest Asia and Eurasia as well. As states expanded, hierarchies, especially patriarchy, intensified. So it kind of makes sense if you think about it. If a state is a patriarchy state, they're going to spread their ways as they expand and conquer other areas. So we're going to see patriarchy really expand to other areas. All right, let's finish up with a quick recap. The importance of ziggurats, pyramids, and defensive walls. Cuneiform and hieroglyphics. Know that they were early writing systems. The codes of un-nammu and Hammurabi, that they were written legal systems, legal codes for individuals to follow. The Vedic religion is going to influence Hinduism, Hebrew monotheism, Zoroastrianism. Interregional exchanges. Know the different goods that were shipped between each region. The Bantu migrations is an excellent example of cultural diffusion. And you are officially done with period 1. Congratulations, nice job. And I look forward to seeing you back here for the first video of period 2, video number 6, Judaism and Hinduism. Thank you very much for watching. Best of luck as always, and have a good day.